Don't call it a comeback just yet, but the UDP is trying a thing as the new leadership truly owned its headquarters today. We'll take you there. And Area Rep Lee Mark Chang sounds the alarm on the impending BTL acquisition of SpeedNet, Smart, and a trio of cable companies. Plus, UDP leader Tracy on Hose Mai, she asks, did he fall off a horse or sit on a carrot? Also, the Placencia shoreline, is it sinking or shifting? We'll tell you about a new study to stabilize it. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight, Tuesday, December 9th, 2025. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Crack.
This newscast is brought to you by Cellular World, your authorized Samsung distributor.
This Christmas, get ready to unwrap the gift of happiness with Cellular World. This cover phone starting as low as $99. Gift amazing tablets for big and small for just $99. And bring home smart TVs for unforgettable family entertainment starting at $379. Plus, enjoy incredible deals on JBL speakers, smart appliances, and all the technology that fills your home with joy this season. And there's more. Every Tuesday, we unwrap a new surprise for you to find the perfect present at the best price. Visit us at any of our locations in Belize City, Belmopan, Orange Walk, San Pedro, or shop through our virtual store on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp at 615-5141. Unwrap the gift of happiness at Cellular World.
One of the reasons I applied for a credit card at Atlantic Bank was because I travel a lot. I'm always going here and there and everywhere, and having that card made my life so much easier. I could literally charge everything. I had no issues. I don't have to worry about carrying money. And that has been one of the most effective points. Using my Atlantic Bank credit card has improved my life drastically. I learned to budget properly, the online service that it gives, the features that it has, and also knowing that when I'm shopping online, it has a protective feature for it. Having an Atlantic Bank credit card, especially having two sons that are always wanting something. They want to shop here and they want to shop there. The good part about it is I get to look at Atlantic online to see where my spending is and to make sure I'm staying in budget.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Belize has a nature-based economy, and the ocean is really the cornerstone of our country's natural capital. It's integral to so many of our industries, be it tourism, fisheries, or transportation.
I feel really honored to be using Belizean seaweed. It grows inside the Belize Barrier Reef. We have such a pristine environment. The quality of seaweed is so high and premium. That in itself is what contributes to the value of my products.
Growing up watching Jaws, everybody will be scared of a shark. Makes you get that adrenaline rush because your heart is beating, right? Because you know you're next to shark. But that's my favorite part of the day, jumping in and giving you that experience that not all sharks are bad.
My first interaction with seaweed farming was with Japs, the pioneer of seaweed farming in Belize. And I would hear Japs pronounce the name of the seaweed species as Ikuma. The scientific name is pronounced Eucuma in English. I really wanted a way to honor seaweed and also honor and celebrate my Belizean heritage and our Creole heritage.
And so that's where the bell trade through the SPDC plays a critical role in enabling, especially communities in coastal areas, to have sustainable enterprises that tap into the resources that the marine space offers.
Most of us, the fishermen, the tour guides, all these captains out here, this is our daily life. If we destroy this reef, there is no marine life. All right? So we have to be out there trying to protect protect every day.
My hopes for the blue economy in the future is to always put Belizeans first.
We recognize the importance of nature and the role of nature to people, to economy, to livelihoods. And so we also now look at investing in people, investing in blue business. Let us look at how through the Blue Bonds program, we could significantly, in a positive way, have an impact on people's welfare and people's livelihood.
Why settle for one look when you can have two? Available now at Mikado are these reversible blackout curtains that give you two beautiful styles in one. Perfect for any mood or room refresh. And the best part, they're only $45. Yes, two looks for the price of one. Switch it up anytime. Cozy one day, classy the next. And with blackout fabric, you'll enjoy privacy, comfort, and a good night's sleep too. Visit us at number 37 Albert Street and choose your favorite style of reversible blackout curtains or shop online at WhatsApp 609-2222. Mikado, your number one textile palace.
Belizeans love motorcycles because they're fast for the road, they're cheap on gas. But listen to me, the last time I checked, your head no grow back. So make we try protect it. So Terrence for Transport will give you 4 ways how you could be safe on the road. The first thing, that your helmet. Your helmet no business to decorate your motorcycle handlebar. The business to protect your head. So make sure you get a helmet whether the correct size and our DOT certified for the best protection. And you have to make sure that you have something to protect your eyes and a strap where you can securely strap down the helmet so you don't blow off. Number 2. You have to have exactly that. Just 2 people on your motorcycle. So please, not treat your motorcycle like a bus line. Number 3, I think I never had to say this. You overtake for the left side, not for the right side like you try to surprise the vehicle. And worse, not try overtake when you see one next vehicle that go down the road and you are still trying to waggle through the traffic. Hey, up on a curve, why you are overtake on a curve? You can't see where they come on the curve. Wait until you pass the curve to try to overtake. Now make I see you do that, because I will give you this. You will get about 3 of this. Number 4, the last time you must not speed abreast when somebody overtake you. Stop the try-B Vin Diesel. Make them pass, man. And this is why Terrence make a whole safety checklist to ensure that you don't get a lot of the near from me. You have to make sure your bike have a light. You use it day or night, DOT certified helmet. You and your one passenger drive the speed limit, overtake properly. Because safety is not for style. Safety is to save lives.
Ride safe and ride smart.
Out here, the sea is more than just water. It's memory, identity, and livelihood.
One of my most memorable catch was at the reef patch. It was completely covered with lobster. You couldn't even see the coral. It was completely covered with lobster. We caught about 400 or 500 pounds of lobster in one day.
These memories live in the hearts of Belize's fishers. But today, the story is changing.
If you fish one area over and over, you won't have anything. That's why today we have a big problem with fishing.
Despite increasing pressure on our oceans, fishers remain at the front lines, adapting, innovating, and calling for change.
The guys that are fishing, they know the tricks of the trade, so it's easy to hide, it's easy to get away, and it's just been happening for too many years.
Fisher stories are Belize's stories. Support fisher-led decision-making because their best catch can still lie ahead.
Belize, get ready. From December 8th to 12th at 8 p.m., Channel 7 brings you Christmas Bram 2025. 5 nights of pure holiday magic. Your favorite media hosts, Brandon, Kevin, Miriam, Indira, and me, will light up your evenings with something exciting and different each night. Prizes, surprises, and non-stop fun await. For just 25 cents a ticket, you can enter to win amazing giveaways available right at our office. And don't miss the grand finale on December 12th at Travelers One Barrel Bar, featuring the dynamic Super Furia Band live on stage. Want to be a part of our live audience? Grab your golden ticket for only $10 and get chances to win fabulous prizes reserved just for you. It's Channel 7's Christmas Bram 2025. So come celebrate with me. 5 nights, endless excitement, and one unforgettable finale. Don't miss it.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Tonight, another cop is legally challenging a transfer that his attorney says is punitive and unjustified. This time it's Sergeant Joel Greenidge, who we most recently saw working as UDP Area Rep Lee Mark Chang's security. Reports say he had also made contact with a key officer involved in the Budna cover-up. Well, Greenidge was suddenly transferred to Roaring Creek, and now his attorney, Audrey Greenidge, has written to the commissioner saying it is unreasonable, procedurally improper, and made without lawful authority. She says that the department also refused to approve his transfer grant. She has indicated that if the commissioner does not reconsider the transfer, she will initiate judicial review proceedings. Greenidge becomes the second officer to challenge a recent transfer, and both of them had contact with an officer involved in the Budna cover-up. On Friday, we showed you how beat up the UDP headquarters looked when leader Tracy Panton finally took it over. Well, after 3 days of a feverish and well-funded cleanup, Panton invited her standard bearers, supporters, and the media to the headquarters today to show that it's battle ready and to tell the press that the opposition is on the way to being fighting fit. But are they really? 7 News was there.
Freshly festooned with flags, spruced up with a fresh coat of paint, and the entire executive assembled inside in unanimous support of one leader, with the caretakers dutifully filling in, the long fractured, long dysfunctional UDP seemed today to have taken one step towards the kind of long-term unity that has long eluded them.
We are home. We are united. And that's the greatest gift that our party can receive this Christmas season.
Today marks an important step in the rebirth of the United Democratic Party. Our mission is clear: to restore unity, strengthen our democracy, preserve our integrity, and rebuild a modern, disciplined, people-centered political organization that is ready to lead Belize.
And that will require financing. Panton repeated that she's banking on integrity.
You see, there are some of us who believe that integrity doesn't have any currency, or integrity doesn't have any value. But I will tell you that the future of the UDP will be built on the currency and value of our collective integrity.
She adds that the party plans to engage its counterparts.
We will engage with the unions and our civil society actors, the churches. Pastor Rock, I'll be calling on you, and of course, the business community. An investment in the UDP is an investment in safeguarding Belize's democracy.
Despite the long work of rebuilding both internal and in the store of public trust, Panton said she's ready for it.
Belizeans are watching to see whether the UDP can present a united, credible, alternative government. I say to you today, we say to you today, we will meet that expectation.
After the meeting, the UDP executive met with the caretakers for a strategy session. All the party's top leaders addressed the media today, and Lee Mark Chang tackled a very live issue: BTL's proposed acquisition of Smart, SpeedNet, Centaur Communications, Central Television and Internet and Southern Cable Network. It's a major deal valued in the many tens of millions, and it would create a national telecoms monopoly in BTL. As we have reported, it's controversial because of the related party aspect. The Prime Minister's family businesses stand to benefit, and so does the company owned by the brother of BTL's chairman. Chang said the proposed acquisitions do not serve the public interest.
They want to force BTL, our company that is owned by 91% of Belizeans, to buy its competitor Smart, NextGen, and Centaur. They tell us it is a good deal for Belize. But if it's such a good deal, why all the secret? Why not just come out and tell everybody, you know what, this thing is a good thing, you know, and this is how you benefit we. No signed agreement, no public report, no price, nothing, nada. Who really benefits from this deal? Is it you? Is it your family? Or is it the country? No, nada. The ones who benefit are the family owners of Smart and other companies acquired in this buyback. They get cashed out risk-free with a massive PD. They will be set not for a lifetime, but generations to their family. If this deal was about efficiency or cost savings, then I have some simple questions. Where is the cost-benefit analysis? Where is the independent evaluation? Where is the proof that it will help majority of Belizeans' family? There is no proof. There are no answers. There is only secrecy and a massive bill waiting for our grandkids to pay. This deal is not in the public interest, and this is not going to happen under our watch.
And keeping it on major utilities, we recently fact-checked Faber when he overstated the cost of the acquisition of the hydro dams from Fortis. We said he had overstated the amount by $75 million when he spoke in the Senate. Well, he said we're the ones who have it wrong.
And I'll call you out, Mr. Vasquez, on Channel 7, because in the story that you ran with me, you claim that I was wrong in my facts because I said that the House of Representatives and the Senate approved $330 million. No, check Faber. So not $330 million, Faber wrong. That it was $256 million, the cost of paying Fortis and the cost of buying back the BEL shares. And I pointed out to you, but you don't pick me up, you don't cry me. They're like, you don't feel that $76 million important. And no mistake Faber make. The fact of the matter is the Prime Minister said it was the whole deal would cost us 3.9% or 3.7% of GDP. Now, the last time I checked with the Central Bank and the SIB, the GDP is at $9 billion. So if that 3.9 of 9 billion, you know that 330 million, the man tell you, I know nobody, they add up, they know Faber wrong. The man tell you the debt that this is going to incur is 330 million in code. That is $76 million, no gone to Fortis, no gone to BEL for the shares. That went into the transaction. That is the kind of hustle that this People's United Party government is in.
The UDP's first deputy leader spoke on a topic near and dear to him, the plight of the sugarcane farmers of the North. He explained that while the prediction for the 2024-2025 sugarcane crop was over 1 million tons, the final delivery was about 870,000. This decrease is due to fusarium infecting the fields. So if that's what happened last year, he predicts the next sugar crop will be even worse. Today, he called on the government to do more for them and the industry.
What we're asking from this administration, we now have a sugarcane crop that will start late, and this is not because the farmers or the millers are not ready, but simply because production has been affected by the fusarium fungus. And secondly, we're asking the administration to make sure that whatever monies are made available, that these are made available at the time that the sugarcane requires the investment. We do not want at this point in time to have so many millions invested and the benefit actually is felt by the contractors instead of the farmers. And so at this point in time, my plea and the plea of the United Democratic Party is for the government to take a comprehensive approach to this situation that the farmers are facing. A piecemeal approach will not benefit anybody, but it requires for the government to have a serious look at what is going on at this particular industry.
The area rep for Queen Square then delved into the issue of Raul Roca, the Mexican investor and co-owner of Miss Universe, who was recently charged with drugs, gun, and fuel trafficking offenses. He highlighted what he calls a lack of oversight that allowed Roca to claim a leading role in the development of what his legacy group called the Port of Dangrega. That led Haylock to conclude that GOB is running Belize like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Mr. Raul Rocha Canto has been able to enter Belize's investment ecosystem as a strategic investor and position himself in the major port in Dangrega, dubbed the Dangrega Deep Water Port Project. Belizeans, ask yourselves this: why would any responsible government knowingly engage with an individual who is being sought by the Mexican authorities? Why would a government, being aware of the investigation, the allegations, the arrest warrant, still proceed to welcome this man in our ecosystem? The answer is simple. The government is so hungry for new foreign investment that no due diligence is being done. Nothing turned up from the FIU, nothing turned up from Special Branch, nothing suspicious turned up from anywhere. And that's because this government does not care who you are. They only care how tall your pocket is. We now have our PM last year taking pictures with no other than Mr. Raul Roca Canto. This is a national embarrassment. Ladies and gentlemen, this government reminds me a lot of the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, a movie of choice, where once you possess the golden ticket, that is in this case, the financial capital to invest in Belize, nothing else matters. Then all Belizeans are left singing, Oompa Loompa Dumpity Doo. The government needs to come clean on Mr. Raul Rocha Canto's involvement in the Belize Dangrega Deep Water Port.
We reiterate that Southern Deep Port has stated that they have no current business or investment partnership with Roca's Legacy Holding Group, but they did concede that Southern Deep Port Development, quote, had discussions with Legacy Holdings based on their stated interest in investment opportunities in Belize. And Legacy must have been encouraged by this road, a remarkable 5 miles of paved concrete that runs from Dangrega to the port. And reports say it costs $1 million a mile. We'll be digging for answers on that in the days to come. The UDP's new second deputy leader, Mike Guerra, also spoke. The Cayo West representative spoke about the cost of living.
The high cost of living. Whether it's groceries, fuel, utilities, school supplies, or even rent. Families are stretching their dollar further than it can go. People are working hard, yet their paycheck don't carry them as far as they used to. That's not an economic issue. That's a quality of life issue.
We'll take a break now. When we come back, the Creole traditions of Gale Point Manatee. They are now forever inscribed in the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. We'll take you to India for the ceremony. Plus, the Placencia shoreline. Is it sinking or shifting? We'll tell you about a new study to stabilize it. Don't go away.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
This weekend is going to be massive. Shop at any of our Benny's entity this Saturday and Sunday for our massive Massive weekends. 19% off plus no GST equals huge savings. Enjoy as much as 50% off on select items, leaving you with even more cash in your pocket. With falling prices and Massive deals going on right now, you save even more. And don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. Don't have the app yet? You can easily download via Google Play or App Store and sign up to start earning your B-Bucks. So visit a Benny's store or Benny's entity near you on Saturday, December 6th and 20th from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday, December 7th and 21st from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Huge savings, no GST. It's the massive Massive weekends only at Benny's.
Benny's, Benny's, oh, Benny's, Benny's.
Driving around, particularly during this holiday season, can be quite an experience. Families are out shopping and the streets are buzzing with excitement. It reminds me that this season is all about connections, and it starts with how we treat each other, even on the road. When I'm behind the wheel, I always remind myself that being on the road is more than just following the rules. It's about looking out for each other and making sure we all get home safely to our families. This season, let's continue to be alert and be kind on the road. Be courteous, give way, and stay safe. A message from BEL.
What made me want to start my journey in terms of owning a home was basically me having my own space, my own domain, and having something extremely special for my family. That feeling was indescribable. It was amazing, moving in the first time, seeing all the new furniture, the new paint, the new accessories. I was amazed. Home for the holidays means to me bonding with my family, having an amazing time in the Christmas spirit. I would highly recommend Atlantic Bank's personal loans for home renovations because of what it did for me. I fixed my kitchen, I fixed my storage, I fixed my master bedroom, my showers, you name it, I fixed it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Belize, it's that time again. GST-free weekends are back on December 6th, 7th, 20th, and 21st. Just in time for big savings for Christmas. On these weekends, most local retail goods will be GST-free at checkout. That includes frequently bought standard-rated goods such as furniture, appliances, electronics, clothing and footwear, Christmas decorations, curtains, rugs, Marley, toys, and grocery items like seasonings, mixed essences, mixed fruits, and soft drinks. Everything you need to make your December more affordable. And good news for the holiday cooks. Picnic shoulder ham, smoked ham leg, and imported turkey are 0 rated all December long. And before you leave the store, always take a quick look at your receipt. You should see the GST removed or discounted automatically. So that means more savings and more room in your Christmas budget. So Belize, let's shop smart this Christmas season. December 6th, 7th, 20th, and 21st, GST-free weekends, brought to you by Belize Tax Services.
Driving around, particularly during this holiday season, can be quite an experience. Families are out shopping, and the streets are buzzing with excitement. It reminds me that this season is all about connections, and it starts with how we treat each other, even on the road. When I'm behind the wheel, I always remind myself that being on the road is more than just following the rules. It's about looking out for each other and making sure we all get home safely to our families. This season, let's continue to be alert and be kind on the road. Be courteous, give way, and stay safe. A message from BEL.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
SARA, the STEM Autonomous Revenue Authority, at first GOB was rushing to implement it by the end of this year. But after pushback from the business community, the unions, and even an ad campaign against it, it seems they are taking it slower. That is confirmed in a letter from the Financial Secretary to the Public Service Union President, saying that government does not plan to proceed with SARA's implementation for at least the next 10 months. He says they will also consult the PSU before they do. While you were sleeping last night into the morning, residents of Gales Point, Manatee were dancing in their village community center. And that's because their tradition of Christmas Bram and Sambai were officially inscribed on the list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. That came out of the UNESCO 20th session of the Intergovernmental Committee in New Delhi, India. And here's the moment when they were inscribed, followed by some video of the reaction in Malante.
I therefore declare decision 20.com 7.b.7 adopted. Congratulations to my sister country, Caribbean country of Belize. The floor is yours.
Greetings, Madam Chair, Your Excellencies, distinguished members of the committee and of the Secretariat. On behalf of the government and people of Belize and of the Gales Point community and the National Creole Council, we extend our sincere gratitude for approving Belize's nomination of Christmas Bram and Sambai of Gales Point Malante Village to the representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. We are deeply honored to receive this international recognition. Christmas Bram and Sambai, like many expressions from our Caribbean region, embody the cultural creativity, spirituality, and endurance of African descendants who overcame enslavement and whom we must support in the process to repair the injustice committed. This inscription reaffirms the value of the 2003 Convention as a space where communities may present their living heritage with dignity and where state parties work hand in hand with practitioners to safeguard these traditions for future generations. We are confident that the people of Gales Point and the many practitioners, knowledge bearers, and advocates involved will see this as a meaningful step forward, one that strengthens their efforts to safeguard their values, knowledge, and skills. For Belize, this moment is also a reflection of our strong and ongoing commitment under the 2003 Convention. This second inscription to the representative list comes as a result of many years of capacity building, of public awareness and education, supported by the Secretariat and the generous contributions of state parties. The achievement arrives at a time when coastal communities in small and vulnerable states face increasing threats from climate change and other pressures.
Christmas Bram and Sambai are now Belize's second element on UNESCO's representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity, alongside the inscription of the Garifuna language, music, and dance. And the UDP also made a point today to pay respect to Gales Point Manatee and one of their proudest villagers and proponents, who also happened to be a devoted UDP supporter, the deceased cultural icon Myrna Manzanares.
These vibrant cultural expressions are rooted in our communities, in our memory, and most importantly, in our identity, and takes its rightful place in the world's treasured cultural traditions. Again, I say, bravo, Belize, and may the soul of Myrna Manzanares and her mother continue to rest in perfect peace.
And further south from Malantee, the Placencia Peninsula is known for its stunning beaches that span multiple villages. But their coastline is in danger from a combination of sargassum and erosion. However, they're trying to stop it before the sea swallows more of their sandy shore, which is also very high-value real estate. And they're doing so with a science-based solution. Courtney Menzies has this story from an event yesterday in the village.
It's some of the most valuable real estate in the country, but is the Placencia coastline disappearing? It has certainly shrunk dramatically in some areas over the years, and now the villages of the Placencia Peninsula are fighting back against coastal erosion. Yesterday, the Placencia and St. Mite Village Councils signed an MOU with the Department of the Environment and the Ministry of Sustainable Development for the launch of a project called a Technical Approach for Shoreline Recovery and Shore Stabilization for the Placencia Peninsula. This plan aims to tackle erosion with a scientific approach. At the signing ceremony, the chairman of the villages expressed how significant this battle is.
This initiative comes at an important time for Placencia, St. Mite, and the entire peninsula. We are all familiar with the challenges we face. Coastal erosion has been steadily eating away our beaches, threatening our homes, businesses, and the natural beauty that supports our tourism and also our way of life. At the same time, the increasing influx of sargassum had made the situation even more difficult. When large amounts of sargassum pile up and decomposes, they weaken the beach, damage seagrass, and accelerate the erosion that is affecting us today, leaving our coastline with less protection and less time to recover.
Coastal erosion threatens our homes, our livelihood, and the natural beauty that makes Placencia Peninsula a special place for residents and visitors alike. Recognizing the importance of protecting our coastline, this initiative brings hope for sustainable and effective solutions aimed at addressing our erosion problem. Together, we can preserve the integrity of our beaches, we can safeguard our environment, and we can ensure that the future generations can continue to enjoy the stunning landscape that defines the Placencia Peninsula.
And Aleman further explained why a science-based solution is exactly what they need.
And while local efforts across the peninsula have help and support from the Department of Environment, from BTB and our locals, of course. The scale of what we're facing requires a coordinated science-based solution. That is why today this launch is so important. This new technical approach will give us a scientific foundation to guide future planning and engineering decisions. It will help us to understand how to better protect the coastline, where nature-based solutions may work and where stronger structural measures are needed.
This is really a beginning, I think, on a long-term plan for the peninsula that many here in Belize have been asking for and proposing. With the initial data collection and analysis and the report that this project supports, I do hope that some real solutions come to the peninsula and that it is something that is along the entire coastline and not like individual households trying to do stuff.
Courtney Menzies, 7 News.
We'll keep following the progress. And going back now to the UDP press conference, the press asked the UDP leader to comment on two current affairs: Jose Mai's alleged bad back and the government's proposed transport reforms. When asked about Mai, she spun back on him with an insult he used on her in the House of Representatives years ago.
I think no Belizean in this country believed the kind of justification that the Prime Minister provided on the revocation of Jose Mai's appointment as a Minister of Government. We know for sure that the Governor General of Belize has signed off and has revoked his appointment as a member of Cabinet. If Mr. Mai had fallen off a horse, or if he sat on carrots, I don't know which one. The Belizean people were not aware of that matter until the government's hand was forced, until the Prime Minister's hands were forced to have him removed from Cabinet. If, now big if for me, if indeed Mr. Mai needs medical attention, he can be assured of our thoughts and prayers.
And when asked about the new transport regulations, which would require motorcycle drivers to get road training, which could cost as much as $300, she called that a hustle.
It's a hustle, if I can be blunt. The backbenchers who don't sit in Cabinet and who are not privy to the decisions that are being made in Cabinet are saying we don't agree with that. The persons, the backbenchers in the south and in the north say we don't know about this, and this will materially impact our citizens, and it provides no guarantee that the highways will be any safer. We cannot support any opportunity where the working class continues to bear the biggest burden in terms of cost of living, and new taxes and new fees. Enforcement and monitoring is absolutely essential, and we do not support at this point any more taxes or fees to be put on the backs and the shoulders of the working class.
And when we asked her how the party headquarters looked so spiffy today after they looked positively busted just a few days ago, she said that when our news team showed the deplorable state of the building, well, it prompted a round of donations.
On Friday, when we came to the headquarters for the first time, the chairman of the Press Corps visited Honorable Jules Vasquez. So he was here to see firsthand, Paul, the kind of let me not say, let me be kind. But because of that story that he was able to run due to his visit, we have had a number of small and not so small supporters of the party, Belizeans at large, who have chipped in. We are doing a comprehensive assessment of what we need and where the party is in terms of its liabilities. We're now in that process. But I would tell you, there has been no shortage of those who are prepared to give a little and those who are prepared to give more than their fair share.
The UDP leader also committed to expanding the party's pool of delegates to insulate it from corruption. Presently, each constituency has 16 delegates, but the National Convention considered but did not carry a resolution to make that number larger and more representative. Panton committed to it today.
We can't have 520 delegates voting on behalf of the 80,000 Belizeans that have supported this party in successive elections. There is a need for us to have wider representation and participation by party people. And I did say in my presentation today that indeed, as part of our constitutional reform, that matter will be revisited. It has my support, and I believe it will have the support of the wider UDP base.
When we come back, from jingle bells to a jingle box, we'll show you one corporation's Christmas effort. Don't go away.
This newscast is brought to you by Cellular World, your authorized Samsung distributor.
Champion security, champion security, champion security. Yeah, yeah. Your security is our business, so we gonna protect you like a champion, like a champion.
Guess what, Mr. Handsome? Yeah, over there, Champion Security. This is the place to be. What does sign say? Champion Security. Here at Champion Security, we provide quality service. You know why? Such as triology lock, fire alarm, IP camera system, gate operator, biometric lock, and alarm system. Champion Security. Make a go check out where they go on inside of Champion Security. And boy, nice to meet you, my brother. Tell me a little bit more about Champion Security.
Well, welcome, Mr. Hanson. Here at Champion Security, we offer fire system, alarm system, camera system, gate operator, access control, and also trilogy locks and magnetic locks. Everything you need to do with security systems for residential and businesses, you could find everything here at Champion Security. We also consist of 12 technicians, and we offer technical support 24 hours. So anything you need for your security systems, you could find everything here at Champion Security.
Remember, guys, here at Champion Security, we live by our motto, where your safety is our business. Give us a call now. Don't forget to check us on Facebook, Instagram, and all the social media platforms. And continue to shake it to the max all the way. Champion Security, the best place to be. We care for your safety.
You want to rent it, it's not a problem. We got remote gate.
The next time you're passing creative marketing at 146 corner of East Collette Canal and Alenby, don't be shy. Come on in.
Welcome to Creative Marketing, where everything is possible.
We offer services like graphic designs for logos or banners or any other special request. Get designs printed on t-shirts for sporting events, special events like birthdays, or for your business. Get your polos or dress shirts officially embroidered with logos or business names. For special requests, our sewing department can get you fixed up with custom preferences. Our in-house name brands like Eliani's collection produces uniform dress shirts and blouses for work or school. Our Z-Tech Sportswear produces fisherman shirts and dry fit polos for males or females. Ask about other items. In other departments, we produce customized banners and fin feathers. At Creative Marketing, there's so much more. So next time you're in need, come take a look. Call us at 207-2023, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Creative Marketing, where everything is possible.
The journey towards owning a home was a family decision as we needed stability and security. And it was a financial investment that we would have for our family's legacy. Getting a home loan from Atlantic Bank was very easy. The officers there were able to walk you through the process and you were able to ask questions. Moving into our home for the first time was a blessed and happy experience. I remember turning the key for the first time, and the family was so excited to see our new home where we'd be making new memories in.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Belize, get ready. From December 8th to 12th at 8 p.m., Channel 7 brings you Christmas Bram 2025. 5 nights of pure holiday magic. Your favorite media hosts, Brandon, Kevin, Miriam, Indira, and me will light up your evenings with something exciting and different each night. Prizes, surprises, and non-stop fun await. For just 25 cents a ticket, you can enter to win amazing giveaways available right at our office. And don't miss the grand finale on December 12th at Travelers One Barrel Bar, featuring the dynamic Super Furia Band live on stage. Want to be a part of our live audience? Grab your golden ticket for only $10 and get chances to win fabulous prizes reserved just for you. It's Channel 7's Christmas Bram 2025. So come celebrate with me. 5 nights, endless excitement, and one unforgettable finale. Don't miss it.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Bowen & Bowen's annual Jingle Box ceremony took place today. They donated these gifts packages to 17 NGOs who will share them with those in need this Christmas. Jo Marie Lanza was at the event.
For the handful of families that often struggle during the Christmas season to put together a filling meal, Bowen & Bowen's Jingle Box initiative makes sourcing the ingredients a little easier for those in need.
The idea behind Jingle Boxes is that they contain all the ingredients for a complete holiday meal. So these boxes have the basics: rice, beans, peas and carrots, salad cream. They have a certificate from Quality Poultry where families can go and get extra stuff there. They also have some extra treats. We have Coca-Cola, Fanta in the boxes. We have Snackers chips. We have cookies. So the boxes are fully loaded, all right? And that's the idea behind these boxes.
It's their 16th year of providing these Jingle Boxes to select NGOs that will distribute them to deserving families. Their corporate relations officer told us they're handing over the largest number of boxes since the program began.
The reason Jingle Boxes, the entire program is so special for Bowen & Bowen is because the funding for the boxes comes from our employees. So every year we go to our employees and we appeal to, give something towards funding the boxes, and it's their personal funds that they give us. Whatever our employees give, the company matches, and we also get some additional funding from the Coca-Cola company. So all of that combined means that we can do these boxes and fill them with lots of goodies. We're super proud this year because we were able to increase the number of boxes to 300. So if you'll remember, a couple years ago, we were excited about going up to 250. This year, we're at 300. So it's really, it's a great initiative. We are so grateful to our employees for their generosity when it comes to these boxes. And going up to 300 means that we are now able to spread some more love, spread some more joy. We were able to increase the number of boxes that we give to some of the organizations that we work with. And this year, we were able to add a couple new organizations, we call them partner NGOs. We were able to add a couple more to the list, which just means that more boxes will be going out across the country.
One of the organizations helping with this year's Jingle Box distribution is Belize Friends Ministries, whose representative says the initiative aligns with their mission.
So our NGO work with youths that comes from marginalized communities, and we try to partner with organizations that give back to the community so that we're able to bless the families and communities that we work with. I believe we will be receiving 6 Jingle Boxes today to bless the students from Belize Friends School, because we all fall under the same umbrella. We are Friends United Meeting Ministries, but we have a school, a church, and a community center. So these boxes will be going to our lovely students from Belize Friends School. I am really, really happy to be a part of this initiative because it goes beyond just our students, and it goes into the community. It blesses their families as well as our students at our school. So it touches lives in ways that Bowen & Bowen is not seeing, and we're very grateful to be a part of this initiative.
And returning for his 16th year, another Jingle Box distributor, Joel Dara Robinson, says he is blessed to continue being a part of this initiative.
I want to take the time out to thank Bowen & Bowen and his staff for always doing this, because it takes a lot of effort, money, and time. I'm always feel blessed to be part of this because I'm here with some giant NGOs and things, and I'm just a grassroots guy trying to do my thing in the community, and always people hail at me for things like this, I'm grateful.
Jo Marie Lanza, 7 News.
And in other news, to mark its anniversary, the International Organization for Migration has launched 13 days of migration-focused advocacy. The Belize office, which opened in 2010 with just 1 staff member and several consultants, began expanding in 2017. Between 2020 and 2025, it implemented 7 projects totaling almost $6 million. Their head of office for Belize told us more about the importance of their work these past 15 years.
The reason we decided on the 13 days is on the 6th of December, Ione became 74 years. We've been practicing for working for 74 years, not practicing. And we decided that we would take it right up until the 18th of December, which is when we celebrate International Migrants Day. So we thought 13 days we would share information on social media, we would share information with the media, with anyone who had an interest in anything migration and the work that we've been doing. And so we also, to kind of celebrate our successes, we decided that we're going to do a 5-year accomplishments document to catalog what we have done in the last 5 years. This is when we've had the most programs in Belize. And we wanted to share that information on our website as well as our Facebook page. So you'll be seeing a lot of information being posted of different studies, infographics that we've done over time. We're going to be posting those in the next 13 days, well, less than 13 days that's left.
One of the most successful projects launched in partnership with the IOM has been Belize's Immigration Amnesty Program. They have assisted well over 5,000 migrants through the program, and Locke told us more about what all they managed to achieve.
So for the amnesty, I can share with you that we, IOM, in the field, we saw 5,600 persons through our migrant centers, which we have 4 of those. We had 4 of those that ended with the USAID program. We also saw persons, when you total what they saw and what we did in the field, it came up to 8,000 persons. We have been able to verify with the government that out of those 8,000 persons we assisted in the field, 6,000 persons submitted an application. And so we know that there is a number out there somewhere that did not, for some reason or the other, did not submit the application. And that is a discussion that started another discussion with government of what could we do to address those 2,000 persons that we know we saw. And there are others that we have found over time. The indications are that the government would consider another form of amnesty. I wouldn't want to say amnesty because that entails a large number, but this is not a large number. We're talking about maybe 5,000 or less persons, and so we could be looking at a regularization depending on what the government decides to do. As of, I think yesterday, I was told that there is a little bit under 300 files left to be completed. There's over 10,500 approvals. There's a little bit over 300 denials. And so we're monitoring that very closely because we had continued to support that over time, making sure people got access to their approvals, trying to see how we can source funding for people who are not able to cover the cost of the amnesty. We got some support from UNICEF. They contributed $38,000 and we were able to support 106 persons from that, primarily women and children. And so we're looking for possible other sources of funds that when the amnesty actually closes, that government, and they said it's ending for persons who can't pay, that we could try to see how we can get funding to help them with that.
How have both economic and political factors influenced the flow of immigrants both in and out of Belize, especially since President Donald Trump took office in the U.S. 1 year ago? Well, Locke says they haven't gotten any numbers as yet, but they do see a trend.
I can tell you into the region, the numbers have dropped drastically. When I say drastically, we were at about over 150,000 per month in the time when people were moving. Now you're seeing far less than 1,000 persons recorded as being moving. People are now moving south as opposed to moving north. In the Belize context, we don't get a lot of information from the Immigration Department in terms of people movement flows through Belize. I do believe that they do continue to do operations. So we would have to get, as we're coming to the end of the year, it's something that we would be reaching out to them to ask them, what was your numbers of persons that you intercepted during the course of the year to release that data so that we could have an idea. We certainly have been encouraging them to share that information because in Central America, our organization collects that data and they publish it for the rest of the region. So we would want Belize to be included too, but our numbers are very small, but it would still be nice to see Belize, however small those numbers reflected in the data.
So what are the push and pull factors for migration? Locke explained why a lot of persons living in Belize wanted to return to their own countries.
I think in the past, before COVID, it was people looking for economic opportunities. And so COVID came along and we saw where that changed a lot. With our assisted voluntary return program, we took back 400 persons to Central America in the period 2020 to 2024. There were varying range of persons. The first year were persons who probably had come for economic reasons. It wasn't working out after COVID and they wanted to leave. We saw the second year, we saw a lot of retired persons who were collecting their Belize Social Security, who decided, I'm getting to that age, I want to go back to my country. So we saw a spike in that. We also saw an increase in the persons who were in the asylum process in Belize, deciding, I don't want to do this anymore, but we want to go back. It was interesting when we encountered those persons because when we first met them, they just basically said they came to Belize because they were looking for a better life. We only found out that they were asylum seekers at the very end when they were about to be taken out because you have to get permission. We had an arrangement with the government where once IOM facilitated your departure, you would not pay the fines. And so in order to provide this information to government to get the clearance for that person to leave, this was when we would find out that they had that little sticker for an asylum in their passport. And so then that's how we were then able to check and realize that people who were in that process decided, I'm not going to continue. But in the course of discussion with them, you found out that that was the cheapest way of staying in Belize. You didn't pay anything. To stay in Belize any other way carries a $200 fee so to keep yourself legal. And so they were using that process. But we don't see that anymore. The AVR has closed. I do believe that the numbers of persons seeking asylum has dropped significantly from what we've seen and in discussions that we've had with government. And so while there are still people trickling in, I'm not saying that it's not there. There are people, but it's nowhere near the numbers that we had before.
And that's all we have for you for our newscast tonight. Thanks for watching. With your news, I'm Indra Craig. Remember, you can find a full transcript of the news at 7newsbelize.com and see the streaming video on our Facebook or YouTube pages. Have a pleasant evening. Join me back here tomorrow at 6. Do stay tuned for our live Christmas program coming up in the next hour or so. Have a good one.